Michelle, an 80-year-old woman who used a wheelchair, had always feared that one day her sons, Simon and Kevin, would place her in a nursing home. Despite their promises that this would never happen, everything changed 2 days before her 81st birthday. Unexpectedly, her sons handed her the paperwork for the move to the institution. Even though she pleaded to remain in the house her late husband had left her, Simon and Kevin stood by their decision. To Michelle, that house was filled with precious memories, but her sons felt it was time to say goodbye. With a broken heart, Michelle packed her bags and left the home she loved so much. Days later, she was taken to an institution 50 kilometers from her hometown, feeling abandoned by those she had devoted her life to. A week later, Brad, Simon's 27-year-old son, returned to the city. Recently graduated in architecture in New York, he had moved closer to his family. During dinner, he noticed his grandmother's absence, and upon learning the truth, he was deeply shaken. Without hesitation, Brad went straight to the nursing home. When Michelle saw him, tears began to fall. He promised her that everything would change. Brad sought out the man who had bought his grandmother's house, Alfred. Upon hearing the story, Alfred was deeply moved. When he learned that the house had belonged to an elderly woman forced to leave it, he made a noble decision. He chose to sell the house back for the same price he had paid, not wanting to profit from the situation, simply wishing for Michelle's home to be hers once again. Gratefully, Brad accepted the offer, and within a few weeks, the transaction was complete. The house once again belonged to Michelle. That night, Brad went to the institution and gently said to his grandmother, "Pack your bags, Grandma." Michelle, surprised, feared he was taking her back to her sons. But when the car stopped in front of the family's old house, her eyes filled with tears. Everything was in its place, every window, every tree. Brad helped her out of the car, walked her to the door, and handed her the keys along with a note. "This is your home, Grandma. It always was and always will be." Overwhelmed, Michelle let herself cry tears of joy. It was one of the happiest moments of her life. Later, Simon and Kevin tried to apologize, but Michelle replied that only time could heal certain wounds, and Brad stayed by her side. He became her true support, affection, and love until the end of her days.